Okay, so unfortunately tonight I am too low energy to be properly grooving to this fantastic song. But you may be pleased to know that in my heart, I'm still grooving to this song. So we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, if you can all groove, everybody groove. We're grooving. Groove to the music in your soul and with your little digital self and your real actual self, because you're more than just the virtual version of you that I encounter here on the internet. You are also a real wonderful person out there in the actual existence of actual space. If you want to groove there too, you're welcome to do that. We are grooving. All right, out in the material realm, you groove. Mostly moving and grooving. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and dive on into this game. Oh, we're in this really pretty place that makes me think of the Pure Land from Secret of Mana. So, quick summary of what happened last time. We hung out with the three sisters, and Beldam was the worst. The absolute literal worst. And we got to spend more time with Vivian and Marilyn. Check it out. Look at all these names I'm remembering. Aren't you proud of me? I'm proud of me. No, and Vivian is a very, very precious and sweet dear girl being picked on by her nasty big sister. And the middle sister seems to be okay, although we don't get a lot of what she says. Now, we wound up having a long conversation, while we're on the subject of Vivian, about Vivian's identity being erased from the localization of this game. And so consequently, that's information that I won't be uncovering over the course of the game because it is not in the translation of the game. But it is something that I think is worth mentioning, and I'm very glad to know about it. Because I don't know, I mean, I can understand why Vivian is so important to a lot of people, in addition to just being a sympathetic and likable character, and frankly, somebody who, I mean, a lot of people, I think, deal with getting picked on or bullied, whether it's from people within their family or within their community, at school, that sort of thing. And so, like, Vivian's situation, hopefully for a lot of people, is not directly relatable, but to some degree it is, and we definitely, I think, are expected to sympathize with her. But also, it is really a shame. I can understand, knowing what I know about Nintendo and knowing the time period that this game came out during, and even thinking about the people that I knew in 2004 who played this game, I can understand why a decision would be made to remove Vivian's trans identity from this game. But I would hope that if they were to do something, rework something with this game, that they would put that back in. Maybe remove a hateful joke if Beldam makes a hateful joke. But find other ways to make it clear who she is. Because that, I think, is really important, and representation is super important. So, yeah. Other than that, you may notice that Flurrie has a placeholder on the Drama Queen scale, which is maybe a little hard to see right now. But the Drama Queen scale is something that we built during previous streams. This is not the most up-to-date version. I need to go through and recreate it with the Final Fantasy VII Remake folks. But it does have Crisis Core and Metal Gear Solid, who are two of the most dramatic character games I've played. And yes, Kojima himself is on the scale, which I think is only fair. So we met Flurrie, but only talked to her through a door, and she told us to please go get her necklace, which we did. We retrieved it from the sisters. Specifically, Vivian had it, and then it was taken from her by Beldam. And no, Genesis, you know, if a character ever dethrones Genesis on the drama queen scale, that will be a momentous occasion. Because yes, Genesis defines the scale. He is the upper end of the drama queen scale. It goes from 0 to Genesis. That's literally how it's built. And other characters can approach, but nobody so far has taken his throne. Oh man. Also, he wrecked that game for me whenever he showed up, which might be a contributing factor to how highly ranked he is there. So I need to go give the necklace back, and I don't recall if there's anything else I'm missing. We had some tangents about punctuation and localization and things like that, which is great fun because it turns out that we have a number of folks who work in translation, or proofreading, editing, various capacities. So everybody's got opinions. I am a big fan of the M dash. I think is where we ended with that. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, hello. Yes, I see that tree. Yes. Hello, and Rain. I hope you are doing all right. Congratulations on your exciting life news. All right, hold on. Am I getting at the right button here? Yes. I could totally get an item. Oh wait, I've got 2 of those now. Did it respawn? I think it respawned. That's interesting. How do I get... I think it's up here. Oh! Haha! Oh shoot! Oh, I did badly. Oh, okay. I think I need to use the special hammer on this guy. Beep, beep, beep. How to undodge an enemy, indeed. Oh, check that out. Somebody dropped that on the Dark Puff's head. Amazing. Amazing. Sorry. Okay. I took some damage. Why did I take so much? Did I jump in the water? I bet I jumped in the water. That's the sort of thing I would do. Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Is this the thing to do? The dark puffs make you uncomfortable? Oops. I haven't really paid attention to what might be uncomfortable about them. I don't know if this is actually going to do any damage. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it did. Okay, good. You're going to normal jump on this guy. Okay. And then you're going to normal jump on this guy, but you do extra damage because I leveled you up. I should probably level up Coops as well, shouldn't I? Probably. Okay. Bleep. Bleep. Okay. I got the money. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I've got it. That's where we want to go. To get to the house. There we go. I got it. Okay. So how are you folks doing? I spent some time... Wait, hold on. Wait. I saw that. Let's see if I can manage to get back in the pumpkin. Get in! Oh no! Why is this so hard? Okay, we got it. I'm good at video games. I'm not good at video games. But I suppose I'm not allowed to say I'm terrible at video games anymore, so we'll just go with it. Oh man, that sounds delicious, Avalon. I sometimes notice things. Sometimes I miss things. Squeaky, 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 squeak, squeaky, squeaky. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna get this little friend stuck again, do you think? All right, shall we talk? Are you ready? Are you ready for me to read a dramatic person's dramatic drama of dramatasticness? I'm sorry, I feel like I must be very low energy and that must be kind of sad. But thank you for being here anyway. I appreciate you all being here, and hopefully I will feel a bit better. Unfortunately, because I was feeling better today, I didn't take a nap, and maybe I should have. Maybe I would have had more energy, but oh well. Oh well. It is what it is. Life goes on. Okay. Let us talk to her. Okay. We can hand over Flurrie's favorite necklace. How are we going to hand that to her? Do we like shove it like under the door? Does the game address this? We'll find out. Because it's paper, so it could just like slide sideways through an opening between the two doors, because paper is actually two-dimensional. Maybe. Maybe. Let's find out. Oh, nope. It doesn't even... There's nothing. All right. Oh, you delightful fellow. You found my necklace. I'm beside myself. Truly, heart. But you still mustn't see me. Please, leave the necklace by the door and wait a moment. Okay, so she's going to have to actually open the door to get her necklace instead of us getting it through the door to her. All right. That makes sense. They did think about this. Oh man, tasty ravioli. That is delicious. You know, I don't know that I ate dinner because I was laying down and my stomach was upset. So I might take a break in a minute to go grab a snack, which is probably all I can have. No, honestly, I've been feeling sick to my stomach all evening, so I did not feel up to dinner. It's been a time. I'm doing great. No, it's all right. Okay. So she says, but you still mustn't see me. Please leave the necklace by the door and wait a moment.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we leave it by the door, and she opens the door. And even though they would be able to see her, because we can't see her, it doesn't count. Totally doesn't count. Two-dimensional. Okay. Oh, splendid. Splendid. My oh so ravishing necklace. I'm awash in joy. That's just some great word choice there. Awash in joy. That's amazing. Wait. There's a disco ball. Oh my god. Well, you know what? She knows what she is and what she wants and what she's doing. So good for you, Flurrie. Be comfortable in your own skin. She's amazing. What? Even. I feel like I've seen her design before. Which would make sense since I have technically seen this game before. But I don't remember any. We'll see if I recognize any other sidekicks. So what is this theme song doing? All of the instrumentation in this game has been overwhelmingly earthboundy. It's honestly really a strange choice. Like, Earthbound has a very distinctive instrument set and a very distinctive approach to music, which is why I don't actually like most of the Earthbound soundtrack. The tracks that I love very, very much. But there's like 5 or 6 of them. This is very interesting. I love that she summoned a disco ball. And then she comes out. And her design is ridiculous, but it's clearly supposed to be ridiculous, so that's okay. So she says, oh my word. Mario, isn't it? Are you my heroic little necklace hunter? Is she hitting on him? I bet she's hitting on him. Fortunately, I have Goombella in my party, so we get to hear what Goombella thinks of her. Well, my. Aren't you a fine specimen of a man? Yes, indeed. Heart. Incredible. She is definitely, without a doubt, hitting on him. He's just kind of standing there with his mouth open, so... Me? I simply must thank you for your graciousness. Heart. Is she fluttering her eyelashes at him? Are we gonna have a puff moment here? I think we might. How to do it? Perhaps if I grabbed you and gave you a little sugar? Heart. So yes, I think we're gonna have a puff moment, which I only know about because it's a thing that you can do in Dragon Quest VIII, and I was like, what is this? I can kind of guess what it's related to, but I'm not sure. So there's a thing, apparently. Mario does not want this. Okay, so she's gonna kiss him. Okay, that's better. I mean, also don't kiss people without consent. Just generally speaking, don't do it. There are so many reasons why a person may choose not to be kissed, so do not give a kiss without knowing that the other person is okay with it. Not just thinking that you're pretty sure. When in doubt, double check. Here I come, handsome. Time to give you a proper thank you. Pucker up. Like, no matter how, like, gorgeous she's supposed to be in her world, like, it's not okay for her to just go randomly kissing somebody. Like, you don't do that. Don't do this. No. Everybody got knocked out by the power of her kiss. Oh, Mario, you are just the cutest little thing I've ever laid eyes on. Yeah, Punio is eye spinny. Goombella has collapsed. Mario is out. Everybody's down for the count. Mario's butt sticks up when he's down. That's pretty funny. No, I do feel obligated to point out that people being kissed against their will by somebody is not actually funny, regardless of the gender of the person involved, because women are not perceived as being as dangerous as men, because of the general power dynamics, both culturally and physically. A woman giving a man a kiss that he doesn't want is much more often played for laughs, but it's just as uncomfortable for me as if the genders are reversed. So just gonna say that across the board. What's funny here, like there are moments of comedy in this, and that like the ridiculousness of everybody else's reactions. But yeah, no, this is, I do agree with you, Dr. McKenna. Like, this is a very 2004 and later joke. But I feel like these days it's somewhat less, like, enough people have asked questions and pointed this sort of thing out that people at least pause before they do this sort of thing now, I think. And that's part of why it's important to point it out. Because pointing things like this out is a way of kind of shifting what is normal and accepted and what goes commented on or uncommented on, kind of defines what fades into the background of society, and what is maybe questionable. So by pointing this out and being like, that that's not really funny. Like, we're kind of contributing to that, to the shift that has happened. Now, I think it's interesting. It's possible if we got to a point where there wasn't as many, like, there are so many layers that kind of make it culturally uncomfortable. Yeah, well, when guys hit on girls that don't want it, sometimes that is shown to be a bad guy thing. That's gross and uncomfortable and bad. But if girls hit on guys who don't want it, that's funny. And that's not good, and that's a thing that will hopefully change over time. It has already changed, and it'll continue to change. But I think that, I don't know. It may be that once, like, kind of culturally that's no longer a thing, you can go back to having jokes that are funny where somebody is being ridiculous. But I think that doing something to somebody without their consent is not really a very good form of comedy. Granted, I don't like slapstick comedy at all, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Mario scrapes himself off the floor and shakes his head. And she says, yes, you are, and that's that. So tell me, are you truly looking for the crystal stars? The very same crystal stars spoken of by all the lowlifes in Rogueport. Does she spend a lot of time listening to the lowlifes in Rogueport, I wonder? A danger-filled search for beautiful jewels. How absolutely marvelous. She's gonna join me. Is she gonna join me? Okay, I just need Ms. Mauz to join me, and I will have, like, the sexy lady squad. This would be amazing. I think this should absolutely happen. And here I was thinking of how frightfully bored I was. It's time for a change. She's inviting herself along. And besides, I do declare that plush mustache of yours has completely swooned me. A man as manly as you must attract all sorts of trouble, and I want to keep you safe. Her design makes me think of the tree in The Last Unicorn. So I dare say I'll be joining you on this little adventure. I assume that's fine, Mario. Heart. Doesn't she, Chrono? You know what I mean. I do really love that movie. It's a great movie, and Schmendrick the Magician is fantastic, and Molly Rue is one of my favorite characters in anything. They're all really great. I love them very much. We should have a Flutie Pie's Last Unicorn watching night. I love that movie. We should do that. We watch movies occasionally. I don't often get to make it, but if you are just hanging out on Twitch and you haven't yet joined us on Discord, may I entice you by saying that there are movie nights. And yes, Chrono, something like that. Oh man. Oh, excellent. Okay, well, it is a very good movie, and it's a very good book, and yes, it's good times. So you're welcome to join if you want to. If you're not careful, I will make you watch all of my favorite childhood movies, which will be The Last Unicorn and The Neverending Story. And we can always watch The Princess Bride, the funniest movie ever made. I love it. I should sing a song from it sometime. I've been meaning to, but I'm really particular about I want the title song, but the, like, movie version, not the piano version. The Neverending Story is my favorite movie of all time. I have an Aura necklace that I commissioned. I'm very obsessed with it. So, it bleeds into the writing that I do, too. I am absolutely obsessed with. These are like my favorite movies. My favorite movies. And the 2004 Peter Pan movie, which is the same year that this game came out, is also a favorite. It is a newer edition. Still not new at this point, but it is newer than those, and I love it. So good. So good. Wait, there's a computer game of the Neverending Story? I don't think I knew about that. You might have to tell me about that. Cause really, they made a text adventure. I need to play this game. How did I not know? I, as somebody who grew up on text adventure games and adventure games in general, whose sister is obsessed with mostly point and click, graphical text and point and click adventure games, but still, like, I mean, even like the older side of things like that, I have at least some familiarity with that, you know? Like, I've played Zork, my sister and I failed the beginning of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because we'd never read the book because we were small children. How did I not know they made a version of the Neverending Story? Spectrum text adventure. Is that a company? I guess if it's not LucasArts, it's not Infocom, it's not Sierra, that could explain why I don't know it. Artax scared you? Interesting. Not the Swamps of Sadness scene, but Artax himself? Oh, okay, so that would have been a competitor to the Atari ST, which I had, so if it wasn't on the ST, that might explain why it didn't cross me, or cross my life experiences. Okay, the swamp scene, yeah, the swamp scene messed up a lot of people. I love that movie. Okay, we're gonna have to watch that too. And maybe I'll cover some music from it. Words cannot express my obsession with a Neverending Story. There's a reason why I'm trying desperately to read Neverending Story vibes into Deltarune. And I'm just gonna write stories that have Neverending Story in it. Oh my god, Dave! Do you have any idea how long I have owned the CD of the Neverending Story soundtrack? I absolutely do, yes. But you can't get both versions of the soundtrack in the US on Spotify because there's the German-only soundtrack, which is good, very different, but good. I'm getting so derailed here, folks. So derailed. Oh, man. And yes, Gamork is very scary. He's supposed to be scary. There was a shirt on the Yeti that was not Artax. It was Gamork. Atreyu versus Gamork. I was very excited. I had to explain to people what it was. My life priorities are the Neverending Story. It's number one. And Prydain. Also important. I found somebody on AO3 who writes Final Fantasy VI fanfic and Prydain fanfic, so we need to be friends. Anyway, back to the video game. I'm sorry, I got completely off topic. We can talk about 80s fantasy movies. That's not too off topic, right? Oh, right, because of Flurrie and the tree. Oh, that's how we got started. Yeah. All right, so she invites herself into my party. Oh my god, Dave, I know, right? People are constantly making that joke. Because I guess they made that joke in The Simpsons, and the world has never gotten over it. Oh, I'm looking forward to the new Mario movie, by the way. I think that Jack Black is going to be fantastic, and that's really all I care about. Oh, man. Alan Oppenheimer, doesn't he also voice Falkor? Or is that somebody else? No, I should know this. I used to know this. I used to know way more than you would ever need to know about that movie and the book. I really like the Neverending Story. All right, Flurrie has in fact joined my party. Did I have a Cloud last time? I remember I had Watt, who's not a Cloud. Watt was a, like, star? Sun? Light bulb? He was like a sun with a light bulb coming, like, in his mouth like a pacifier. I had a Boo. I did have a Boo. Okay. Flurrie's abilities. A primer. Press X and Flurrie will exhale strong gusts of wind that can blow things away. Oh. I don't know why I thought that Sparky was he him. I don't know. I walked away from that with the same with that impression. Okay, interesting. Well, they were a precious little baby child. I had a Lakudu riding on a cloud. I can never say that name right because when my sister and I played Mario Kart, we called him Lakudu, and that's not right, but that's how it comes out. Oh, game text. Oh, interesting. Okay. And yes, voice actors can cover a wide range of things. Wait, does that mean that Papyrus's voice is imagined to be the same voice actor as Falcor? I love this. I love this. Amazing. My mind's blown here, folks. This further adds to my Deltarune has Neverending Story vibes thing. So, there you go. I'm never gonna stop that. I'm just gonna wind up writing stories instead of my own, doing what I want Toby Fox to be doing. Oh yeah, the stream background! I updated it a couple of weeks ago when I changed all of my when I changed my icons and stuff, when I did the new art. I also have a new background. Hold on. So you can see the prettiness of it. Hold on. Where's the game? That's it. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. And if you go to my YouTube and Twitch channel, you'll see some things like this. I'm slowly working my way on finishing the branding. I'll get there, bit by bit. I failed at finishing the song I was gonna cover last week, by the way. Yes, and the stray pixel is gone, in fact. So I only cursed you with that knowledge briefly, and then I relieved you of the curse. Great, huh? There, yeah. All right, I could have Chrono, but then it would have bothered me. I didn't want that, so I didn't do it. All right, so Flurrie can blow things away. Oh, she's like Chupon from Final Fantasy VI. Does she blow them off the screen and they don't take experience? They don't get experience, and then we don't get experience? Typhon. That was the retranslation of the name, though. That's not the name that we originally got. That's not what Ted gave me. The stray pixel is okay. Go to any of my previous videos that have the old background. So it'd have to be like after I put the background, the rainbow background, the previous rainbow background. Like, and if you look on the far right-hand side, about 2/3 of the way down, there's a single white pixel at the very edge. Oh man. All right. If she blows in the direction of an enemy, she can make its head spin for a bit. Oh, that's what happens when you drop a bucket on their heads. Isn't there a British politician named Lord Buckethead? I feel like this is a thing. Oh good, I'm glad I didn't make that up. Well, but it's his politician name and his politician head. Regardless of what he's like under the mask. There's a musician called Buckethead. Who came first? Is the musician named his politics? Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we sure they're not related? And it's totally fair to not come and not want to get the game spoiled if you want to play it fresh-minded yourself. Convergent evolution on every continent. There arises a Buckethead. And then there's Skyrim where you put buckets on everyone else's head, right? So you can steal their cheese. I haven't played Skyrim, but I know the important things. That's fair. That's fair, Dave. Look. Hey, I've made progress. Hold down X to make Flurrie exhale continuously. You're gonna have to show me how that works. she can also do a body slam in battle, squashing enemies with her ... stage presence. All right. She can also aid Mario by using her Gale Force attack to blow enemies away. Okay, so that's her, like, outside of combat thing. Oh, man. All right. Punio says, "This is wonderful. It's so nice that Flurrie likes you, Mario. Really, it's great. And even more importantly, Flurrie's chosen to join us. Let's go to the great tree." That's right, because we need her to blow aside. She's going to reveal paper that, like, things that are covered by false paper covers, and there's going to be secret passageways. I'm pretty sure I've seen a few of those. I'm really excited about this. That's a gameplay mechanic thing that I am pretty sure I'm right about. So we're gonna go to the great tree. Oh. So she, like, sits on his shoulder and he shivers. Is he sticking his tongue out? No, those are his buttons sticking together because he's got his arms together because he's shivering. Okay. Yeah, because you can tell it's a cold wind because he's shivering. And there's not snowflakes. Those are like little puffs. Oh! Oh, you know, I just realized there's little puffs out there. Okay, so it appears that I can't do property damage with her ability to puff and blow the house down, which is most unfortunate because I'm a big fan of property damage. No, he's just cold. I'm pretty sure that he's going like this and he's shivering. Oh, is he holding her hand? Oh, I guess so. I don't know, it's kind of weird looking. Yeah, she does seem to have secured her furniture, but perhaps we can cause property damage elsewhere. It looks like they originally had him holding her hand and people thought that he was holding her chest, and so they tried to make it look more like it was him holding her hand, but it's just confusing. I am a fan of causing property damage in video games. That should be a surprise to no one who has watched me play any Zelda / Dark Souls / other Zeldas / what else did I do property damage in? I know. Oop. I did. I knocked over every last chair in Shinra HQ and I threw them down the staircase. No, she has two hands. One is to the side, but the other hand is the one that's maybe on his shoulder. Did I do property damage in Hades? Oh, I did. Oh, I did. I did so much property damage in Hades. Yes, I did. How did I forget that? I don't know how I forgot that, but I did. I did forget it. Hold on. I gotta hit these trees with my hammer. Well, no, but like smashing pottery and things like that. That's the kind of property damage we're talking about here. Oh. I'm really curious what she does here. Oh, shoot! Okay, you're gonna jump on this guy. You're not gonna be able to take him out, unfortunately. I would probably run away too. Probably. I'm just really confused by, I don't know. I mean, he had the heart and then she smooched, and I guess I shouldn't have smooched his heart away because he was gonna throw me a heart and then Mario wouldn't be missing so much health. But I have regen. Alright, you're gonna body slam. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that she was a professional wrestler. But she is. What's that called? When you like belly flop on somebody in wrestling, what's that called? Flying press? Body splash? Flurry buff. No, like in a... Okay, so they've got, so it's not like suplex. It doesn't have just like one name. Okay. I know suplex is a specific thing, but her like jumping up and belly flopping down on somebody feels like it should be a specific thing too. Which is why I asked if it like what would that move be called in wrestling? 'Cause I don't follow wrestling. In this game, it's called stage presence. Because I'm used to glomping as a tackle hug, or just a big hug. We used to do that on the internet, on chat, in IRC. No, I don't think she's doing the oh ho ho. I don't think she's doing that. I think she's laughing differently, but she's not like oh ho 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 ho. Yeah, I'm gonna heal because I gotta do this. Yeah, younger streamers exist. There are people who are young and don't understand my references from being a child on the internet in the 90s and early 2000s. That's right, Axel, welcome. Welcome to the land of the old. Did I hit this? I think I did. I hit all these trees. I don't know. I don't think you're old. I got an email. Sorry, I got some wrong notes. I guess I should check my email. Checking the email. Speaking of being old and on the internet. How do I access my email? There's gotta be a way. Well, I'm glad to know that there are folks out there who still love and know Strong Bad. I didn't know that Homestar Runner was a thing for years. I just knew Strong Bad. What is the That's not the button. Oops, that's not the button. I knew Teen Girl Squad because that shows up in, oh, it's a gear thing. Teen Girl Squad shows up in Strong Bad emails at some point, I think. Mailbox SP. Oh! Red Mage premiere issue. This is not Red Mage, but I play as Red Mage. I should pick up Final Fantasy XIV again. I really should. Yes. RDM premiere issue. Rogueport today. bringing you all the up-to-the-moment news as it happens. We now have details of yet another incident at the parlor in West Rogueport. Outraged by the high Pianta prices, Goomfrey, age 30, is suspected of violently shaking the Pianta changer, age 5, causing the Pianta changer's alarm to sound, which led to the Pianta changer ceasing to function for a brief period. The parlor was forced to close down temporarily. The victim was quoted as saying, "I am a machine. No matter how hard I am shook, I feel no pain." End interview. Rogueport is a weird place. Like, our news is petty vandalism? Shop reporter, go. Get all the hottest shopping news about all the hottest shopping spots in the world. If Petalburg's your destination, you can't miss the shop that's been the talk of the town for the last 20 years. Nifty's shop. The friendly owner has long been thought to be the most eligible bachelor in town, but word is, he's secretly in love with the girl at the inn. The wise and witty shopkeeper had this to say: "You only live once, so enjoy it while you can. Shop now at good old Nifty's shop." Amazing. Yes, YOLO before it was YOLO. Cooking for rookies. Oh my god. Interested in cooking but don't know what to cook? Try our chef's delicious suggestions. Today's yummy recipe, fried shrooms. I actually did pick up mushrooms from the store the other day, so I could totally fry up some shrooms. Maybe I should. I've got some garlic, and then I can put the leftovers in a quiche. Amazing. I have asparagus. I might have splurged and got a bunch of veggies and things when I went to the market. Because it's the market. The St. Lawrence Market, which I love very much. It's not a grocery store, it's the market. It's great. It makes me so happy. So, we'll see. I can make a quiche. I've also got some mini tomatoes that I could roast. Oh man. I bet those would all be good on pizza. Veggies are good. They're good for you. And they're full of nutritional value. All right, fried shrooms. Just season your mushrooms, saute them up, and they're ready for the dinner table. That definitely counts as a recipe. Cooking with Lauren, we could do. I haven't done a cooking stream in years. I've been meaning to. I could try to do a cooking stream if my roommate doesn't mind. Cooking for rookies is good. Straight tagging a line to find biscuits. I just love saying biscuits and gravy and watching British folks twitch in pain because you are envisioning a very different food. Yes, exactly. Fried shrooms recipe. Step 1, fried shrooms. Editor's note, we hope you enjoyed RDM's premiere issue. You can look forward to future editions coming your way soon. Published by Rogueport Restoration Committee. I love that. Okay, so this first section right here, this like, another incident happens. Somebody shook a machine. Oh my gosh. Vandalism is like, so I live in Canada now. And there are some stereotypes about Canada, and you can't necessarily say that a stereotype actually applies to everyone everywhere in a country. But generally speaking, I think that Canada tends to be a bit more polite than the US. So my favorite piece of vandalism that I have ever seen in my entire life is down the street from me. And there's this like, I guess maybe it's plastic, I don't know, but it's this giant planter thing around a tree. And somebody has just written hooligans in all caps with a giant Sharpie. And every time I walk past, hooligans. It's just the best. I have a picture, I'll send it to you. I might have taken several pictures. Right? Just hooligans. Yes, this is true. Like, this is Canadian vandalism. Canadian graffiti at roug's finest. Hooligans. It just delights me so much. Anyway, that's what this Rogueport story makes me think of. Yeah, I mean, I see good-natured vandalism that says, like, you matter and I love you and things like that. I see that stuff and I take photos of it. And it makes me happy. But hooligans is just particularly ridiculous. Because it's not even, like, there's wholesome vandalism, and then there's, like, neutral vandalism, and that's what writing hooligans is. Alright, so let's do this. Okay. Toy Story 2 is okay. That's pretty good vandalism. Alright, so I need to huff and puff and blow their house down. Oh, somebody else talked about neutral graffiti. Well, look, I don't know who Bo Burnham is, so I made that joke up all by myself. Are they a comedian? No, I don't think I've heard Welcome to the Internet. They literally put neon signs. They put a sign and glowing lights. Amazing. That's the secret entrance. We can finally get inside. Here I go. Boink. I don't think we can fit through there. I appreciate that Flurrie appreciates Punies. She says, aren't Punies just the most precious little thing? I haven't seen Netflix comedy songs. I don't know what that is. I don't watch comedy. So, sorry. Once again, Lauren lives under a rock. It's alright. It's alright. Punies the most precious little things. They are indeed. Mario, I feel I must ask. Did you know that I used to be a rather famous actress? I was a diva of the stage. I was known as Madame Flurrie the world over. But the filthy air outside the spotlight repelled me, so I came to the woods. And soon enough, I glimpsed the beauty of these Punies and their pure little hearts. It reminded me of my own innocence as an actress, and that made me realize I shall ever love the stage. I must feel the spotlight shine on me again. I must. As you can see, these dear little Punies helped me find my true self. That's why I must help them however I can before I go on my own adventures. I'm sorry. I cannot resist. I am not an actor, and that makes it more fun. Mario, can you hear me? Oh my god, did he just open the door? Hello, little squeaky buddy. It's gonna have locked right behind you. You're gonna have to go and do the same thing, aren't you? Oh my god, child. Check it out! I was able to open it from the inside. Come on, over here. The time has come for me to repay my debt to the Punies. Come along, Mario. Oh, I don't know if it unlocks. I feel like... I guess that's the thing of the light above it was red before and it's green now. So yes, I guess he did. Which is good because there's no way that we could fit in that secret entrance. Hello, friend. Hurry up. Go inside. Okay. But I'm gonna have to switch partners because I gotta hear what Goombella says about everything. I'm sorry. I just gotta. I haven't heard Goombella's gossip about Flurrie, and I disapprove of this because I want to know if Goombella would have, like, bisexual crisis over Flurrie, or if she would find Flurrie intimidating and not like her the way she feels about Miss Mauz. Alright. It does appear we can go through the door. Oh, it is pretty in here. Okay, Goombella says, it's like another world inside this tree, huh? And check out these statues. They must have been left by the ancestors of the Punies. I wonder how many years the Punies have lived in this place anyway. These are the kinds of our questions archaeologists have to ask, you know. She's like, professional curiosity. I'm an Indiana Jones. That's fair. Goombella was very excited about Vivian. No, that is true. Vivian was definitely... Like, the thing is that I feel like Goombella's type is not confident older women. I think her type is lots and lots of different kinds of men, and then we've seen her respond favorably to cute girls closer to her demographic and age range. I see your priceless, precious pottery, and I must whack it with a hammer. Look. So apparently Sophie wants in. Sophie? No? What's she need? Oh, hello, baby. Come on in, kitten. Hello, Sophie. Okay, hold on. All right, everybody, you want a Sophie time? Sophie, come here. My baby. My baby. She was summoned by the violence. Look, I cannot be held accountable for anything that might happen that involves me and pottery. Sophie! It's Sophie, 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 Sophie. It's the baby. Say hello to the camera. Oh, okay, don't say hello to the camera. Sophie, are you gonna sit on that and see what we've got on the screen here? Sophie? Oh, she's trying to paw at the... That's gonna be the cat cam. That's right, Sophie. You're pawing at the cat cam. She, as if to say, you should make it so that the cat cam works. Oh, this cat. She is watching this game. Oh, she's lost interest. Sophie. Sophie responds to Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door. All right, Sophie. Sophie's playing the game now. Weird. Normally everyone's right here. What the hey? What the hey? Hey, Elder! Everybody, come out! Hello? Uh-oh. Bad guys. Wah! Who are you guys? Do they work for Wario? How'd you get in here? Whoa, dude, isn't he that Mario guy? What? He is? We better get him then. But dude, Lord Cone told us to tell him immediately if we found Mario, remember? You idiot! Use your head! If we capture him, we'll get all the credit, man. Duh! Sophie, are you done watching the game? Oh yeah! Right on! Let's rock this jump. Hi, baby. Sophie likes to sit on the chat hat and watch birds. 1, 2, 3, break! Like, in case you ever wondered, like, is she actually responding to what's on the screen? Yes. It's a little bit much. Oh, it's not as good as Splatoon. Okay. She likes to watch my roommate play Splatoon. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Okay, come in. She's having performance anxiety. We could do sweet treats. Okay. All right, we got a cat. Oh my gosh, baby. Baby. We're gonna do this. Would you eat an inkling? She does really like seafood. She can't have chicken because she's allergic, but she loves it. But she does also appreciate seafood. Okay, Sophie. Do you see what's on the... Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, no! Sophie. Sophie, turn around, please. Sophie. Sophie, please. Okay. She heard your pleas. Sophie, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sophie. No. It worked. Yeah, in case you can't tell. All right. Hold on. I feel like I should have. Has Goombella looked at these guys? I don't remember. Maybe can't. Yeah, I was trying to do really well at the sweet treats because I wanted to make Sophie happy. Yes. Oh, yes, I see. Oh, that's right. No HP. Okay. Okay, we'll do this. I gotta do this one-handed though because you notice when I stuck my hand out, Sophie like turned her cheek. That's because she wanted me to. She was offering me her cheek to pet. So we're gonna get some kitty pets. Tactics. Yes. Swap partner to Goombella. Gosh, this is not a one-handed game. No, it's not even a you may pet it. It's a please pet it. Please pet. All right, Sophie. I'm gonna pet you while we do this. All right. I'm gonna try jumping on them. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna need both hands for this. I'm sorry, Sophie. I got distracted. I wondered what would happen if you missed that. What? Well, that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Sophie disapproves. Okay, hold on. You're gonna jump on that guy again. Sophie's yawning. You don't mind, do you? That's an X-Knot. Says here it's classified as an enemy combatant. That description stinks. You think it means they're just low-level foot soldiers? Max HP is 4, attack is 3, and defense is 0. They drink these potions to make them all big and burly. Then they attack. Cat. Don't attack a cat. One's easy, but if there's 2 or more, better watch out. Use special moves and items. Oof, they do a lot of damage. Fortunately, I have regen. All right, I do need to get a second camera so that we can have cat cam and me so that we can have cat cam more often. But we will get there, and in the meantime, cat. What's going on the screen, Soph? What's going on the screen, my cat? My baby? What are you seeing? Okay, Mario's gonna put this guy out of his misery. Yeah, Sophie does not approve. Sophie, are you one of the audience? Are you watching this game? Meow, 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 meow. Okay, sorry. We had to stop to pet the cat. All right. You are high level, so you're gonna hit that guy. Yeah, okay, that took care of that. Sophie thinks it's bath time. Sophie cat. Crud! That stung, man! Dude, maybe reporting back to Lord Crump isn't such a bad idea after all. Okay, take off running. Pretty slick work handling those guys, Mario. Seriously, way to go. But the question remains, where did everybody go? What could possibly make everyone leave? Somebody was hiding. Oh, Sophie's gonna want to play with these little guys. Finally, somebody shows up. What are you doing hiding back there? Come out, for Pete's sake. I found us a powerful ally. Oh my god, this one did a somersault. He's huge. There's more of them. Are you sure your huge mustachioed man won't try to eat us? Huh? Hey, who's that? Who else is back there? Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so cute. Oh my god. They're saying things, but they're too cute. I can't comment on them commenting on people because I'm commenting on them. I can't read them commenting on Mario because I'm commenting on them instead. Sophie, are you trying to play with the... Do I have a toy up here? Probably not. I'm sorry, kitten. Now, don't worry, everyone. This is Mario, and he's our friend. He's here to help. All those bad guys, Mario will stomp every last one of them, just like those last goons. Once he hits them with a hammer. Which might count as stomping. Can you stomp somebody with a hammer the way you can punch somebody in the face with your fist? Or stab somebody in the face, punch somebody in the face with your sword? I'm sorry, I'm getting my words mixed up. Is this it? There are so few. Well, we have to make do. Where's everybody else? This can't be your entire species. Sophie really wants to play. She's trying to paw at things. Let me formally introduce Mario. Wait! How do we really know this burly fellow is our ally? Look at that angry face. This is a big, angry little cute guy. He might be one of them. Puniper, what are you saying? He's not one of them. Listen, we can all fight alongside Mario and chase those goons out of here. We can take back our tree. We can take back our homes. Ha! Big bad Punio. Listen to yourself, trying to sound all important like. You have no idea the kind of troubles we've been through while you were gone. What? What are you talking about, Puniper? And why are there so few of you here anyway? What happened to everyone? They wouldn't actually, like, wipe out a lot of people in this game, would they? I mean, they might. This is Nintendo. They are weirdly dark. Well, they've been captured by those goons. Okay, so they're not dead. That's good. That's good. The Elder. Everybody. Including... No! Not Punio's little sister! No! Sophie, can you believe it? Sophie is very sad. Look at her. This is a sad cat. Oh, I can't believe he would do that to Mr. Punio. That's so sad. His poor sister. This is my Sophie. It's not my Sophie voice. I don't know why I'm doing that. Sophie, are you indifferent to their suffering? Sophie just wants head pets. All right. What? Petuni? Oh my god, their names are ridiculous. Tell me it isn't so. Oh, it's so, all right. She was taken off somewhere with the rest of them. They said it was because we wouldn't tell them where to find some crystal thing. We told them we'd never heard of it. Oh, poor Petuni. Well, that absolutely tears it. I have literally never heard that before in my life, and I have no idea what that means. That tears it? What? Why? Is this regional? Who? Where? Why have I never heard it before? I thought I knew all the archaic, weird, dumb things that people say, but apparently not. Thanks, Nick. Well, I was born in Rochester, so that would explain it. I was, actually. Oh! It's from Drake and Josh. Wasn't that a Disney Channel show or something like that? I know, Axel. We're secretly twins. Is it a regional? I don't know that it's actually a regional saying. I think that they're giving me a hard time. I think they're referencing steamed hams. But I could be wrong. Brain twins, yes. Oh good, Sophie has settled in. Okay. If I can figure out how I could set up a cat cam, but I don't have anywhere I could plug it in. I need to get a USB multi-USB thingy to put things through, and then I can have cat cam, but I can't right now. Anyway, Sophie is here. Observe the cat. She's cute. Sophie, say hello. All right, I promise we'll go back to the game. All right, that tears it. We've got to go look for them right away. What are you saying, Punio? We can't do anything to those giant goons. Besides, they aren't alone. The cursed Jabbi tribe is in league with them. Oh no! The Punies and the Jabbis. I'm waiting for the Jabbis to be basically the Punies, but with a color shift. That tears it is a really appropriate phrase in this game, actually, because it's paper, and you tear paper. That is a good point you make, my friend. Sophie approves. They're hoping to make this tree their own once we've all been driven from it. This is it for us. The end. And adding this hairy old man to our ranks won't help a bit. How can you say that? You can't know that. We have to try, don't you see? Think about it. If we all get together, we can take care of any stupid Jabbis. Notice that they're adding an E to the end of that. Jabbi with an I. Jabbi, I-E-S. Plural. So, who's with me, huh? Come on, everyone. Let's pool our strength. They're all gonna go hide. It's just gonna be the three of us, isn't it? And this big guy's not. Ha! Punio, Punio, Punio. You'll have to convince me because I think you're nuts. What's that supposed to mean? Tell you what, you and Mr. Mustache there can get the revolution started. If you can free our friends who got locked up somewhere in the tree, then I'll join your little crusade. Ha, like that'll ever happen. Please. Fine, we'll show you. Right, Mario? Right? Come on, follow me to glory. Let's go help them. It's a Sophia, and she's a meow, and she's a meow, and she's a baby. She's vibing. Yes, she apparently was meowing outside my door, so my roommate texted me to let me know that Sophie says knock knock. So I opened the door, my roommate pushed her in. Sophie, are you a happy girl? It's just a good way to be. No, she's not purring, but she doesn't. It took a while for her to purr. Oh, let's talk to this. Oh, hold on. I'm dying to see what Goombella says about this. That's Puniper of the Punies. He sure is big for a puny. Too bad his head is big too. Mario is not impressed with her insult. Yeah, he's full of himself. Oh, Sophie, hi. Hello, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't petting in the right spot. How dare I? Oh, that's a kitten smile. That's a kitten smile. Yes, that's a kitten smile. Hi, baby. Yes, I love you too. Yes, I love you too, my little girl. She has to look at me. Just look right at me. Just to make sure that she's getting attention. I mean, I'm petting her, but she's still like, are you looking at me? You're not looking at me. You're not giving me enough attention. Yeah, so this is my cat. I'm very excited that she's coming on stream. I'll try to get a cat cam set up at some point. Ha! I say again, ha! By all means, help our friends. Or are you quitting now, telling me there's no hope, that it's impossible? All right, now I have to try to figure out how to play this game with one hand. Okay, Goombella says... Oh, she already put this on. She's an archaeologist. I bet that in order to progress this, I'm going to have Flurrie reveal the secrets. This guy is indeed a pessimist. Your progress was saved. Absolutely 100% legit. Totally legal copy of the game. Alright. Can I... Oh, yes! Okay. They've got a bird. I guess that's not a bird. I'm trying to do this one-handed because I'm petting this cat. Playing video games with one hand is not very easy when you're not used to it. The specs of my totally legitimate GameCube are... plastic... Nintendo... Cube? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go up here. Nintendium. Yes, Nintendium. That's it. Thank you, Uber. It's pretty legit. Oh my gosh, Sophie. Sophie. Just a baby, baby Sophie. This says 10? Am I gonna have to solve a puzzle here? Am I gonna have to solve a puzzle? Do we solve puzzles in this game? I bet I'm gonna have to solve a puzzle. I'm gonna shake this tree. At least I'm not setting it on fire. So, no, maybe that's 1 to 0, actually. Alright. Oh, look at that. It gets all glowy. That's cool. Okay. Let's... Hold on. Oh! 9 to 10, 9. Do I have to? I bet I have to get the little guys. Goombella says, "This is an interesting pedestal, Mario. When the Punies stand on the panel, the machine counts them and responds. The ancient Punies must have been really sophisticated. This is totally fascinating. Yeah, I wondered if the Punies were gonna be here. We have to rescue this number of Punies before we can progress. Looks like something fits here. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm a yawning. Oh my gosh, Sophia. 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 Goombella says, "We're inside the great tree. Looks like lots of tufts of vegetation around here. Stuff could be hidden in those things, so let's make sure to check each one, okay?" Tufts is not the language. That's not the word I would choose to use. Hello, buddy. Oh, what? How did he do that? Why is there a Fidget-spinner Furby? I do not approve of this. I do not approve of the existence of such a thing. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It is a Fidget-spinner Furby, and it is cursed. Furbies, where Furbies should not be, is one of the most cursed things the internet has ever given me. Or the world. Like, Furbies where Furbies are supposed to be are pretty cursed to begin with. But like... Bum 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 bum. Harmonizing. That's great. Alright. I'm gonna jump on this guy's head. Bam. I'm really not doing much damage. Oh man, the Drama Queen scale started when I was playing... I think it was Crisis Core, because Genesis is the end of the scale, and that game has some really, really dramatic people in it. So it's just our ranking of them. And then I played Metal Gear Solid, and I put a bunch of Metal Gear Solid characters, including Kojima. And then Final Fantasy VII Remake, I also put some of them on it, but they're not there because I lost some things when I switched over from Streamlabs OBS to regular OBS Studio. However, we pulled it out because Flurrie showed up. Yucks. That's a yucks. Says here it's a creature created in the X-Naut labs. They are doing mad furry science. You fools. Don't you realize what you're unleashing on the world? How dare you? How dare you put us all at risk? Summoning the elder gods of Furby. No. No. Max HP is 3, attack is 2, and defense is 0. According to this, attacks and items won't affect it if it has mini yucks around it. So if any mini yucks appear, take those out first. Duh. Do people still say duh? Does that still exist, or was that like a thing from like the 90s and subsequent years? Science has in fact committed crimes. Oh jeez, what? I was all ready for him to charge. That is a Furby if I've ever seen one. You! It's even making little Furby noises. And now it has a little Furby cover. Oh my god, Dave, yeah. Aha, let's take a look at the mini-X. What do you have to say about them? Nice. That's a mini-X. A creature made to protect a Yux. It can split into 2. Max HP is 1, attack is 0, and defense is 0. These twerps are the reason you sometimes can't do any damage to the main Yux. They're a pain, but you have to beat them before the Yux. Flurrie's pretty effective. They're so unsettling. I don't like them. It made 2! Unacceptable. Alright, I guess we're gonna do Flurrie. Hi, Sophie girl. Alright, Flurrie. Is this what I'm supposed to do? I guess so. Press and release A with perfect timing. Oh, not so great. Not so great. Oh, I'm sorry, Sophie. She sat up because I stopped petting her. She didn't like that. Would you like to see the cat? Oh my god, these guys are so annoying. Okay, Mario, you're gonna jump on the mini-X. Sophia! And you're gonna body... Oh, I think I have to actually use both hands for this. Oh no, I can't pet this kitten. But she's a baby! Mario RPGs! Why are you not games that I can play while petting a cat? Sophie does not approve of this. Okay. Bam! I'm not really doing very well here. Sophie, are you ready? Oh, let's try this again. Oh, just slightly better that time. I guess I could jump on this guy. I was gonna use the other thing, but I did that. Sorry. Okay. Alright, so there's gonna be healing items in one of these, hopefully, because I'm pretty low on healing. Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to heal, and then I'm gonna be out of healing. How dreadful. Should be more healing in here somewhere. Just in case. All right. Hi, Sophie. I know, baby girl. Hi, baby. Hello, Miss Kitten. I'm sorry. Like, she was literally just like sitting and staring. Oh, shoot, there's a bad guy. Hold on. I was trying to show you my cat, and instead I'm gonna get myself killed. Okay, this is a lot of guys. Actually, can Flurrie... I was calling her McFlurry. Can McFlurry... She can. She just take this guy out. Let's take this guy out. We're gonna do this. Body slam. Bam! Oh, that didn't kill him. Okay. It's okay. Mario will also jump on him, and that'll do it. Alright, I'm gonna jump. I should have taken out that guy, but I didn't. Okay, so that guy's out. What is it, Sophie? Are you alright with this? Sophie disapproves. Okay, kitten. I actually have to pay attention, Sophie, because sometimes people throw things at me. Oh, she wants to play. I'll play with you when we're done with stream, okay, baby girl? Oh, I have to pay attention. Blam! It would be great to hand her the controller. I don't know how else you do. What? I just totally missed that. We might get our first game over. I don't even have star power. Oh my god, amazing! Amazing. What have I got here? I just love that she body slammed him. So I got distracted. Who knows what this does? Take a chance and find out. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, that won't do me any good. We're gonna... Let's get some... Please. Oh, the crowd. There's not much crowd. Still... Oh, shoot. Okay. What are you doing, buddy? Okay. Well, look at how sad everyone in my party is. Okay, we are going to star power. We're going to sweet treat and hope for the best. All right. Oh, shoot! Could be worse. Not great, but could be worse. All right. Did everything just get slow? Did the game slow down? I think it might have. I don't know why. Okay. I thought it was because maybe everything was low. We were all low on health. The music is fine. Okay, this might be a problem. Oh shoot. Okay, well. They get to do that too? They get 2 turns? They get 2 turns? That was a bad time. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't have any healing items. I should maybe sell some of my garbage and buy some healing items. Or I could just do this and save. What's going on, Sophie? Hi, baby girl. Are you a kitten meow? You are. You are a kitten meow. Yeah, I really need to get this cat cam. Then we don't have to switch my camera back and forth. It'd be great. Alright. I'm sorry. I am really not happy with those guys. Really not happy with those guys. They're hard. Like, they are nightmare butts. I think I'm going to not have Flurrie equipped because she actually doesn't... I think I'm going to have Goombella equipped because she can do actual damage. We'll see. Yes, nightmare butts. That's great. Can I go through here? No, I can't. Okay. I'm looking for secrets. You know, like... Secrets? There's not secrets. There's no secrets. I'm very good at insulting enemies. Hence nightmare butts. No! Hi, Phil. I'm having some trouble here. Okay, see, that's the thing is Goombella can take care of one of those guys. And I could try power smashing him before he gets a chance to do anything. Oh, I can't hit him. Never mind. I guess I'm gonna have to jump. Okay, wow. Was that an Aladdin reference? Okay. We're gonna have to... I did that wrong. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Okay, much better. Okay. So the trick is you have to get those... They have to let those things not get out of hand. So you have to kill them first. I was like, oh, I'll take out the enemy that I know I can take out. But but actually you don't want to give them a turn to do anything. That's much better. Okay. Strategy. I have learned it. Will I be able to pull it off in the future? Who can say? I certainly can't say, but I at least have something. Hi, Nina Nintendo. Oh, you've got all these cute little things. Vibing. Is that a, oh my god, it's a parrot. I almost said penguin. Penguins and parrots are not the same thing. All right, we're inside the great tree. Looks like lots of tufts of vegetation around here. Okay, this is still technically the same screen. Got it? Ooh, they've been stockpiling stuff, you thieves. Man, this is brutal. How much longer till we find that stupid crystal star? What is brutal, buddy? You're just like standing around in somebody else's storeroom. Like, it doesn't look like you're having a particularly rough time of it. Not even those puny Punies we captured know anything about it. And they live here. After all this pointless searching, I'm thinking we're looking in the wrong place. Perhaps I need to blow aside the hidden passageway. Or blow aside the thing covering the hidden passageway. And then we'll find the crystal star. And then I'm going to go and huff and puff and blow things down in every possible location. That'll be amazing. Oh, Miss Mauz is here. Oh, she's my favorite. Oh my god, Miss Mauz, you're amazing. Wait, how did we get here? Was that an aside? That was an aside. This is us going through this thing. So that was like, meanwhile, X-Naughts are being dumb and Miss Mauz shows up and takes care of business. She's really great. Oh no, you can see the elder actually looks like an old buggy. How cute. Elder. Punio, is that you? You're looking well. Why are you so calm, Elder? You're trapped. And this is our daring rescue of you. Oh, rescuing, is it? Well, thanks, I suppose. Those are quite exciting. But I think you ought to help the other Punies before you rescue me. Where are the others? Let me think. Where was I? Ah, yes, right. Your question. The rest of the Punies, unfortunately, are locked away in the other cell. I don't mind telling you, those uncouth, vile goons just have no consideration whatsoever for the elderly. None, I tell you. Honestly, I have to ask, what's a puny like me supposed to do in a situation like this? I ask you, please, I want to know. But anyway, Punio, listen. Yes, listen to your elder. I have to say something vital to you. Listen up. Let me think. Where was I? Ah, yes, right. We're looping. I had to read the entire loop. You had to know I had to read the entire loop. That is how I roll. Meanwhile, Big brother? Yay! Punio's little sister is here and we're gonna rescue her. Is that my Punio? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. His sister has eyelashes and a pink dealy bop. That's how you know she's a girl. Anyway, Petuni, thank heavens. You're here. You're safe. I knew you'd come for me, Punio. I just knew it. Of course I would, dear sister. And I've brought us a mighty ally. Look at him. We're going to get you out of there right away, I swear. You just hold tight a second. Not a sec. We won't bring us back to that same punctuation discussion. Okay. She's gonna hold tight. Mario, listen. We got to find the key, the cell key, or we're going nowhere. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, Punio is very heroic and very adorable. Alright, let's see. What does Goombella have to say here? There's a red cell and a blue cell here. Crump must have made him to hold the Punies. With gaps like those between the bars, I think we could get through, though. That's a good point. Hello, Elder! And Punies. Yeah, so we can decide that the yellow ones are non-binary. Which seems like to be the majority. I haven't trapped myself, yes. The elder. That's the elder that Puniper mentioned. You gotta be real old to be called elder. It's actually not necessarily true. It can also be a title. Being trapped in here can't be good for her health. Oh, wait. That calls into question our theory about gender expression in the Punies. Scratch that. She's a girl. Let's hurry up and help her. Does she have anything to say since I'm here? Harumph! Who goes locking up an old woman in a place like this? She's got a little, like, this shawl wrapped around her, so I guess I could have maybe looked at that and made a guess based on her outfit. Hello, Petuni. That's Punia's sister, Petuni. She really cares about her brother. I mean, you can just feel her love for him. I feel totally awful that she's all trapped in here. Let's hurry up and help her and the rest of them, okay? Hello, folks. It's interesting they've got these this perforation stuff in the background. It's holes to keep the Punies from... Well, what is it, Sophie? Sophie's making a face and sniffling her little nosy. Sophie, what do you think? Sophie, what do you think of the Punies, huh? What do you think of the Punies, Miss Kitten? Miss Kitten? Miss Kitten, your opinion is needed on this very important topic. She's a baby! Sorry. I really need to set up cat cam. This has been... Yeah, mostly they look like comic ink dots. It's like screen print type stuff. But for some reason in this case it didn't look like that. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm very sleepy and very sad today. I appreciate that all of their pipes have these little doors in them for the Punies to go through. But they've also got pipes for the Marios to go through. It's very important. Oh! We found the... Yes! Oh, well, isn't this a treat? We must stop meeting like this, don't you think? Hey, stop right there, Missy. You're that thieving girl we saw before. What are you doing here? Well, anyway. I heard there were nice badges to be found here, so I came looking. Only problem is, I've been running into more trouble than I expected. Join my party. Join my party. I really hope she joins my party. I apparently do not remember anyone who joins you, so I have no idea if she actually does or not. But I really hope she does. But who cares about that? Lovely to see you again. She backflips out of there. Ew, not another smooch. Who do you think you are, you total floozy? I wonder what Flurrie would say if she were here, because she didn't meet Miss Mauz. I wonder if they would hit on each other. I would be very delighted if they did. I think that'd be great. The precious crystal star you're looking for is near the bottom of this tree. Good luck finding it before the others. I'm not quite sure what the is supposed to convey, so I have no idea how to read that. Take care, my handsome stash superstar. Let's get together again soon. She should be like toodles or something, have some ridiculous little farewell thing. I can't believe that girl. Ugh, I can't stand her. This dude has been knocked out. Urgh, my aching. Hey, you! Oh good, we're gonna have to fight a whole bunch of these guys, aren't we? Oh, Nina Nintendo, thank you! Is that a unicorn blowing bubbles coming out of a rainbow heart? Because I approve of that, if so. You're the dirtbag who hit me from behind, aren't you? Who, me? Yeah, real fair, you scum. You fight dirty, you get dirty. and I'll be doing the dirting. That is amazing. I want this to be... I want this to be a thing people say. You fight dirty, you get dirty. And I'll be doing the dirtying. Like, that is some serious trash talk. Like, not dirtying. No. This is not the dirtying. This is just the dirting. Yes. Well, at least we got an audience this time. We did pretty well last time. Let's humiliate him. Let's do it. You ready? You ready to totally humiliate this foe? Who got dirted? Who did the dirting? Huh? Huh? Yeah? My trash talk level is about on par with this fellow right here. Oh, look at that. He dropped a key. That's the red cell door. I don't remember which door that is, but I will figure it out. Oh, look at that. What is with the stuff in here anyway? I think it should be part of regular vocabulary. Okay. We're gonna open this up. Yay, an ultra shroom. A feel great mushroom. Replenishes 50 health. That is too much health. I want to get out there, but I can't get out there because I can't backflip like the totally sweet mouse lady. All right, we'll let you out. The red key. It's a good thing the red key opens the red cell. That's very convenient of them. Elder, we're back. We're here to rescue you. Foolish child. Punio, sit down this instant and keep your mouth shut. Huh? What? Why? What did I do? Listen, Elder, I don't know why you're mad, but we came here to help you. Stop your mumbling, you, and mind your elders, you whelp. I don't think she's very good. How could you abandon your poor sister and run off like that? Absolutely shameful. But Elder, I just went to find help, to help rescue you. I'm just gonna take a moment here and draw a comparison between the Elder here and Beldam. It is not okay for somebody to get mad at you for things that you've been doing that were not, like, basically somebody making an accusation like this, overlooking what you actually did and putting you down. Like, this makes me feel, I mean, Punio responds like he didn't expect this, but somebody who talks like this, I assume talks like this a lot. I'm like, oh, okay, so you're constantly putting Punio down and telling him he's worthless and assuming the worst. Not actually, I assume, the case, because Punio seems surprised by this. But right now, I'm like, your elder is not any better than Beldam. Oh, stop with the whining. You never interrupt an elder mid-lecture. Never. You wonder why the other Punies called you a doofus sometimes? That's why. So I'm really not seeing the difference between her and Beldam. This sort of thing is not cool. Like, it'd be one thing if she was like, don't talk back, because that's like their cultural thing. Or if she was just kind of cranky. But she's being like, you wanna know why everyone makes fun of you and calls you names? Because you suck. Which is just really not an appropriate thing to say, but it's certainly not an appropriate thing to say when you are ostensibly the older and more mature person. You know? Why are you acting like a preteen? Why are you acting like you're 10 years old? I thought that elders were supposed to be wise, but it turns out that you have all of the maturity and dignity of an elementary school child. They did not seem to give an option to rescue the others first. And your time to be a doofus is over because you have to lead our puny tribe one day. Oh, okay. Well, fortunately for you, Miss Butts, Puny is actually doing the sort of thing that a leader should do, such as going out and taking personal risk and seeking allies and finding solutions and having ideas of how to overcome problems. Like, all of those are really useful skills for an elder or for a leader to have. You butts. Butts. That day is not far off, and that is why you need to listen. Now, first of all, several hours later. Well, I'm glad that we're giving it the attention. Look! Punio is even listening. Or else. You got that? From now on, you've got to get your act together, Punio. Yes, Elder. Yes, I understand. Bah! Only answer once. But say, by the way, why are you here anyway? I was just telling you, we came to rescue everyone. We started with you, Elder. Oh, is that so? Well, good. In that case, get me out of here already. How do you say that word? Criminy? Criminy? I don't know. This cell is cold, which isn't good for the old back. And there's this damp stench. Crime. Criminy. Okay. This is why I ask, because I don't know words. Rhyminy with criminy. I see what you did there, Phil. Oh, well, there she goes. Enough standing around. We gotta save the others. Just you wait, Petuni. I'll be right back for you. Okay, big brother. I'll be waiting. Sophie, meanwhile, is licking her paw. Okay, there's gotta be something that I couldn't do before. Nope. What if I just hit things with my stick? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. So, you know how I said that there's got to be, I mean, so the tree hasn't talked yet, so we don't actually know whether it's not like the Great Deku tree and things like that. So it may not. But you know how I said, oh, there must be something in like Japanese folklore that these are pulling from, and we came to the conclusion that yes, actually, the idea of Kodama, I think is what they're called. Oh, look at that. Made sense. So, in American comedy, you have a lot of people just generally being mean to like everybody. Especially, there was a lot of comedy in the 90s that was just people being mean. Just lots and lots of people being mean, which is very much not my thing and is a large part of why I don't like comedy. But you know what the old lady in this makes me think of? No, I think this predated Seinfeld. Personally, but I could be mistaken. Seinfeld might be older than I think. The old lady here makes me think of Wes. Duster's dad in Mother 3, which was one of the most off-putting things in that entire game, and almost ruined the game on the level of Genesis almost ruining Crisis Core, where anytime Wes showed up in a scene, I was so distracted. Wait, where did Punio go? And, like, I was so distracted by how upset I was And the fact that literally nobody in the entire story called him on it. Because, like, okay, so Beldam talks and is straight up abusive to Vivian. And the player characters are like, oof, that's not good. And they'll comment on it. And so you get the feeling that the people who wrote the story want you to think that Beldam is awful. They might want you to think she's funny sometimes, but they also want you to think that she's awful. She's supposed to be bad. She's our bad, evil older sister who is bullying her little sister, who we are supposed to cheer for. And that leads to us liking Vivian more because Vivian is sympathetic and we feel bad for her because, again, as I said at the beginning of the stream, she's being bullied by somebody nasty. And we're supposed to think she's nasty. I think the elder's supposed to be funny. I don't think that we're supposed to think that the elder is a nasty, awful person who should be ashamed of themselves for the way that they talk to other people. Just like nobody ever spoke up to defend Duster or to tell Wes that he was completely out of line for insulting his son and calling him useless and bad at nothing. Or bad at everything and good at nothing. Wes was also potentially being hard on Duster for his own good and calling him a useless, worthless loser. I don't remember what exactly he said, but Wes couldn't open his mouth without insulting Duster and telling him what a waste of space he is and kind of how the world would be better off without him and how he should be embarrassed for not being good at anything. Just constantly, start to finish. And I think it was supposed to be funny. And when I talk about localization and how I would like to see things localized in a way that is more the cultural context, of how the audience will react. If Wes was just nasty to everybody and you're like, oh, that's just the guy who's a jerk and says nasty things to people, that would be one thing. And if the elder is just nasty to everybody, you're like, oh, this is just a nasty person, and so them being mean to people is the joke. And I can kind of tell that that's that kind of humor. But the elder talks to their child or grandchild with a steady stream of abuse, and it's funny. I don't know if that's cultural, but I didn't understand why it was happening. I didn't understand that was supposed to be comedy. And I wouldn't understand that that was supposed to be comedy here either, except that it was pointed out to me when I played Mother 3. And I find that deeply, deeply uncomfortable. So if somebody were to localize Mother 3, I mean, obviously they'll have to figure out what to do about our favorite magical beings. But the one that I would most like to see changed is that. Because I just assume it fails to land completely. I was told that it's supposed to be comedy. I don't know why else it's in there. You know? I don't know what else it's supposed to do, because you're not supposed to hate Wes. The game does not seem like you're supposed to hate Wes. It's not like you like sit there waiting for the time that Duster finally says, Dad, back off. And you're like, finally, yay, I'm so proud of you, Duster. I think you're supposed to think it's funny, because otherwise I don't know why else it's there. Nobody else treats Wes like he's a horrible person who doesn't deserve the son he has. And because this makes me think so strongly of that, I do wonder, like, is there like a cultural thing? Like, is this something that is frequent in Japanese media? Where you have, yeah, Duster was my favorite character. I loved Duster. He was also the most useful character in the party. So calling him useless and smelly was really. But just like, is this a thing that is common in Japanese media, and I just haven't encountered enough Japanese media that happen to have it in? Like, is this like a trope? And if so, what is my reaction to this trope supposed to be? Am I supposed to laugh? Or am I supposed to utterly loathe and detest the character who's doing it? The way I am Beldam. Because it feels like it's framed differently between this game, between Beldam and the Elder. If somebody has the insights to let me know that, I'm very curious about that. Hi, Sophie. Yes, you're very cute. Well, if it isn't Punio. Because, like, it's one thing. Like, this is our, like, kind of our local bully. This guy right here gives Punio a hard time. But that's okay. Like, because you're like, oh, that's a jerk. He's being a jerk to Punio. All right, I get that. Beldam being a jerk to Vivian. I get that. But, like, you kind of have to let me know by how the rest of the world reacts to things. Kind of what your intent is with that character. Because if you want to make that be a character that I hate as much as your villain, great. But if you don't want me to hate that character as much as I hate your villain, and I do, something's gone wrong. Because I try very hard to be sympathetic and understanding of characters. And that's one of the things... Okay, sorry, Mother series spoilers. I'll be very careful. But one of the things about Pokey that is interesting is that you understand where he comes from. And you can see where he comes from and why he is the way he is. And little bits of softness and humanity peeking through the cracks. And in the end, like, is it enough? Well, but that makes it so, like, I mean, we know that the way that he talks to Ness and to the other characters, like, it's just, that's not okay. But there is still some level of empathy there. I have no reason to have empathy like that for the Elder here. Okay, yes, you want to shape Punio into a good leader, but you're obviously such a terrible leader yourself that you are incapable of seeing that Punio is already doing all of the things that he should be doing to be a good leader. You can't be bothered to listen to him or anything. Like, so I'm not going to give you any credit for having a good intent there. Like, you can't hurt somebody into being stronger. See, the a few hours later thing seems like that's like because I've encountered in many stories the old person who just talks and talks and talks and talks and everyone falls asleep, and it's like, haha, isn't it funny, the old person just keeps talking and everyone falls asleep. Like, that happens all the time. That's fine, I can handle that. But this is, I don't know, this is different, and I find this very frustrating. And yeah, I don't know if I got that. I was very uncomfortable with the development of Wes as a character, because it's kind of implied that Duster deserves it and he doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, moral of the story. If you're developing characters and you're writing a story, like, I think it is good to think about, like, what do you want the audience to get out of that character, and to think about that character, and what cultural perspective is necessary to have that reaction. Because it's possible I'm not the audience, you know, so it's fine. They don't have to take my needs into consideration, but it's a thing to think about. But the more important moral of the story is that when you see somebody, even a parent, talking to a kid like that, say something. Hey, you're being a little harsh, don't you think? I mean, proceed with caution, because if a parent is abusive, intervening can sometimes make things worse. But if they're not, like, outright abusive, sometimes having somebody be like, hey, that's a little harsh, can kind of wake them up to what they're doing. And the most important thing is how other people in the real world are treated, not characters in video games. So, yeah. Well, if it isn't Punio. Humph. You heard me. Humph. I can't say I expected you to manage to rescue the Elder. I told you I could do it. Don't get a swelled head. This doesn't mean I'll accept you as our leader. And it definitely doesn't mean I completely trust that mustache guy either. For starters, you still haven't rescued the other Punies yet. I'm not lifting an antenna to help until you do. You stubborn mule. Okay, so is she just gonna be nasty and put everyone in their place? Deplorable. How dare you talk like that, knowing what we're up against? We must stand together now. We must take back our tree. Don't you understand that? But see here, notice she's criticizing this guy's behavior and his attitude. She is not criticizing him as a person. There's a difference there. But Elder, shut your trap, Juniper, and mind me, you hear? You'll help Mustachio here. What'd you say your name was again? It was Marty, wasn't it? It's Mario. He's Mario. I mean, sheesh, he's only world famous. Come on. Yes, yes, simmer down, you. And everyone else help Martio clear out our tree. Well, all right, Elder, whatever you say. I'm not heartless or anything. To tell you the truth, I'm worried about Petuni too. And you're right. We have no choice. We must fight. Right, everybody? Do they all listen to that guy? I guess maybe they do. There you go, my Punies. That's the spirit. 10 Punies joined your party. Okay, it's totally Pikmin time. Thanks, you guys. Oh my god. If Goombella, sweetie. Goombella says, hey, if you're done rallying everyone, I have a question. We're looking for this crystal star thingamajig. Ever heard of it? The crystal star, eh? Yes, perhaps. Hidden down, down, down at the bottom of this tree is a funny colored stone. But what do we do with it? Oh, right. Guard it from evil and give it to a pure heart. That's what generations of elders have been taught. Might be the crystal star. Marty, or Martio. I'm thinking you better get it before those goons do. I don't quite see how just yet, but I bet it's connected to us getting our tree back. You got all that, Martio? Crystal star, bottom part of the tree. Go to it. Oh, yes. Question, exclamation point. Oh, hold your horses. I forgot something. Before you can get the crystal star, you must save all of the captured Punies. Yup, you'll never get to that gem without the help of the Punies. Not a chance. So here, you better take this. It's the Puny Orb. It's the symbol of our leader. It's a sun. If you place this in the pedestals you see around the tree, the Punies will gather. Just remember to take the orb with you when you're done using it, because, well, if you don't, everyone will just kind of hang out and stare at the orb. Okay, that's funny. Okay. The emblem of a puny leader given to you by the elder. All right, guys, let's go rescue everybody. God, the music is very intense. Oh, and one more thing. So sorry, so sorry. I've been awfully forgetful of late. Now then, where was I? Oh, right. On your way to the crystal star, if you lose any of the Punies and have a hard time finding them, just come see me. What I'll do is, I'll give him a whistle to call him back here. You got all that? Yes, I think so. They really are Pikmin. When did Pikmin come out? That was a GameCube game, wasn't it? So Pikmin was out when this game came out. So these could be Pikmin. All right. Let's put the Puny Orb in here. You placed the Puny Orb. What? That made a pipe. Ooh, look, a new pipe. Come on, let's jump in. You removed the Puny Orb. All right, so if I jump in this, do they all go in a little hole? They do. That's adorable. Oh shoot, this is where I'm supposed to be. Unthinkable. Hold on. Just gotta check it out. I'm pretty sure if there was a thing to blow aside that Goombella would probably give me a hint about it. So I think that McFlurry's probably not coming out anytime soon. Ah! I'm really bad at aiming. That's right. You gotta be a real gamer. Just gotta check and see if there's anything else. Good night, Blue Glass. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a better week. Alright. So it doesn't actually appear there's anything I can do going the wrong way. Alas. Tragically, they're trying to railroad me into going the right way. Can you believe? Can you believe the nerve? Oh wait, I can just jump down. Whee! Oh, they all went down the hole. We're all good. Wait, where'd they go? Where'd they go? Why are they 0? I just had them like a minute ago. Where'd you guys go? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I jumped down there, didn't I? Hi, guys. You can't jump down there, can you? Okay, fine. To be fair, they'd probably go splat. And I don't want them to go splat. All right, I got it. I got it. I guess we've got no choice but to go where we're supposed to go. Oh, sorry. Ba-ding-a-ding. Oh, shoot. I want to jump on you. Boy, I failed. Okay. You are going to hit the guy in the back. Yeah, take that. I don't know what he's going to use on me. Or if he's just going to eat a fruit roll-up, but I say no. No fruit roll-ups for you. Very important. No fruit roll-ups allowed. The sproing sound they make when they jump is the same as the sproing sound in the springs from Super Mario World. You know? Oh, I need that. Oh, a dizzy dial. Unfortunately, Phil, I still want to try the Mr. Softener. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, what does the Puny Orb do? Here. Please tell me I'm not gonna, like, incinerate them or anything like that. That would be really bad. Oh, that just opened the door. Okay, hold on. It's a force field. Oh, that keeps them from falling off the edge. I'm gonna fall off the edge. I see. You can jump this gap easily, but I think the Punies will totally plummet down there. If you gather them into a group and blow on them, they should all fall over the edge. But then they'll come back up in bubbles, and then you can blow them across. As for the door on the left, if you use that panel, it'll unlock it, I'm pretty sure. She's so useful. Okay, so they'll... Bubbles. Got it. Thunder Rage. I think I'm gonna trade that for the Volt Shroom. No! Should probably use that in Koopa or something. Goombella is allowed to backseat. It's in the channel description. She's allowed. No one else. Yeah, she's in the front seat, so it doesn't count as back seating. Oh my god, amazing. Yay! I love that it doesn't tell you what it'll help with. It just tells you that it'll help. All right. Ba-doop-ba-doop. Ba-doop-ba-doop. All right, we go up here. Let's go through this door and see what's on the other side. Yeah, I got no punies. Oh, hello. Oh, it's the elder. Oh. Ah. 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 I see. I see. I see. Your progress was saved. I've been using items, Chrono. I've been using items all along. Oh, hold on. Okay. Alright, then I'm gonna switch over to her. I'm not lined up right. We'll keep trying this. Try this again, but it is hard. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're so cute. Do you see them running on their little leggies? Okay, gotta figure out how to line up with this, right? Nope. I do not understand at all. Okay, so you're the only one. Oh, good! Hello, little friend. Oh, hold on, I did that wrong. Oh my god, they're so cute, though. Okay. Got it. I don't know if I saved the day, but I did the thing. Oops! Well, maybe not so well. What geothermic process? Look, there's rainbow bubble water. I'm pretty sure that's just plain magic. All right, what am I gonna do with you? Oh, this is so that everyone else can get over. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing to get them to the other side. Got it. The communal bubble bath. All right. Oh. Oh, hello, you're new. Oh, I should have switched to Goombella, because these guys are new. Swap partner to Goombella, the best of the best. You're probably gonna get stuck. You're probably gonna get stickied on that guy, so let's try this. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Oh, they got a lot of health. They do more damage if they're up high. Interesting. Okay, line up the small cursor. I can do this. Okay. Pider. Oh my god, it's the Piders. That's a Pider. Ick. They gross me out. My girlfriend has a problem with spiders. I don't know, this might be cartoony enough that she'd be okay with it, but apparently she has a hard time with spiders and things, which is unfortunate because there's spiders in lots of things. Max HP is 5, attack is 2, and defense is 0. Ew. Besides its normal attacks, it might spit 3 web wads at you consecutively. You'd better have good timing if you want to guard against its attacks. It also says here that the Punies can't stand Piders, so I'm not the only one. Just the sight of these things makes Punies flee in terror. I know how they feel. Alright. She didn't say anything that I can't jump on them, so I'm gonna jump on them. Take that. Okay. Oh, okay, timing. Oh, the arachnophobia mode is so that they replace the spiders with something else, even if it's just a shape. Because apparently it's a common enough phobia. And an intense enough phobia. Unfortunately, they won't have any, like, pyrophobia. Mode. Where'd the rest of my guys go? I've only got 5 buddies. Five Guys. I did finally go to Five Guys. It was pretty tasty. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, maybe they fell down? Maybe. Well, I guess we'll find out. The Pider's gone, so we're safe. There's this pottery here. I've got to be able to break something. And honestly, I felt like the bag of fries, Five Guys, they didn't fill up the bag, like, super overflowing like I've always heard that they do. I was disappointed. Yes! I know, I was disappointed. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. You're gonna hammer time the pale piranha. Lamb. Yeah, they're supposed to like fill the bag up, but the one here didn't, and I was disappointed. Because I would like to eat some fries. I'm also kind of hungry right now, which does not help my case. Alright, I will get a level eventually. Oh yay! All my friends are here! Yay! Hello, little friends. There's a thing behind this tree. I thought? No? Okay, maybe it was just my little buddy. Darn it! Bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. Might as well. Beep. Okay. Look at all those stars we're getting. Excellent. She just does so much damage. Okay, so when they're up high, they do more damage. But they also don't throw 3 things. Okay, got it. Oh, I did that wrong. I did that wrong. Well, that's fine. Bum, 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 bum. You know what? Yeah. I'm doing okay here. I think I'm doing pretty alright with that. Beep, 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 beep. Alright. That's probably wasteful, but everybody should be proud of me that I'm actually using some of my magic, because it's not a thing that I usually do. Oh well. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna jump on your head. Boing! Yes, it does turn out, it does help. As it turns out. Bam! Oh, 10 star points. That's a lot. I'm gonna level up pretty quickly at this point. At this rate, rather. Alright, what have you got to say, Goombella? The Punies are totally afraid of these Piders. When a Pider drops, the Punies completely lose it and bolt in every direction. You're gonna have to defeat any Piders near the path you want to lead the Punies along. All right. She is good at this. She is definitely good. Wait. How do I get up there? How do I get up there? Hold on. Maybe I can't do that yet, but I can do it later. Maybe I'll get a double jump. That would be nice. I do like double jump. Oh my god. There's a little baddie guy. Mario, did you see it? That was a Jabbi. Okay. Jabbies and Punies are decidedly not the same thing. It's a little like anti-cross-eyed like bat critter. It's not the same as this little blobby Pikmin. Wall-eyed. Is that because you've got an eye staring at each wall? Is that the origin of that term? Boba and Kiki. I've never quite understood the Boba and Kiki thing, honestly. Based on what Puniper said, they're helping the intruders and trying to seize the tree. Our tribes have been enemies for a long time now. Every time we meet, we fight. A lot. We're gonna have to make friends. Maybe we're gonna Romeo and Juliet this, except without the death. But I used to get along with Jabble. He's of the Jabbi tribe. Boyfriends. Forbidden boyfriends. Amazing. I wonder if even Jabble is my enemy now. I'm sorry, friend. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. Well, fortunately, this game... It does not, in fact, let you immediately jump back down. That's good design to keep you from accidentally getting stuck there. You have to, like, jump to reset it, or you'll just, like, walk down. That is a smart design. That is a smart design. I approve of it. Oh my god, you guys are driving me crazy. Alright, let me switch. No, it is a smart design, because I have gotten stuck in infinite staircases before, and infinite doorways. Alright, Goombella. We're inside the Great Tree. This area has a totally whacked out topography. You know, I think Punio said something about a hidden shop somewhere in this area. If you need any items, we should try and find it, huh? Maybe. I love it that counts as striking. I'll have to go retrieve those guys. Alright. You're going to kill this guy right here. That is a fair point. Goombella has indeed been chatting with our guide off screen. Yeah. Alright, you're gonna attack this guy. Bam, bam. Take that. You meanie butt. Oh, that's okay. Goombella will be able to take care of business. At some point, I should probably do a sweet treat. I'm sorry, I can't not make that sound. Oh, hello. They gave me some health and some monies. Oh, we've got lots of monies, which we're probably going to spend on things. A black mage on the team? I don't know if there'll be a black mage on the team. If Vivian joins the party, she'll be a black mage. So that's a good question. Alright. I got a star piece. Sorry. Vivi would be a great choice. Vivi is wonderful. I love Vivi. Everybody should love Vivi. Alright. Let's see what we can do up here. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, boop, boo. So hear the rustling sounds, which now means something more because Oh shoot! I missed. Ah. Perhaps they're both mages. So they share a name. Oops. Shoot. Ah, shoot! I missed. Okay, hold on. I can do this. I can do this. In theory, I can do this. Flurrie would totally suplex a train. I like her. I do. Okay, now I have to figure out... Oh, okay. I am clearly not good at lining up with things at all in this game. Let's see if I can figure out where on this axis. Like, I can't tell. Oh. But the problem is that I can't tell. Like, I literally have no idea. Okay, so it's in front of the red, the pink thing, but I'm not sure exactly where the pink thing is. Like, I cannot tell where anything is. Like, I don't have any frame of reference, so I'm basically just guessing at random. Which is fine, like, it happens. Alright, there goes that guy. You're gonna jump on this guy. I should probably use Sweet Treat. I'm so proud of myself for that. You know? It's not even where I was. Like, I couldn't tell where the bad guy was. Like... Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I'll take that. Excellent. Oh, hold on. Oh, shoot! I hit that wrong. I saw that was gonna happen, and I was like, wait a minute. Alright. I can do this. Really should Sweet Treat. I really should. They are kind of like pitching machines, aren't they? And baseball. Oh, I'm about to get a level. I'm pretty close. Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, that's it. Give me healings and monies that I will spend to figure out where the secret thing is, which I assume is through this way. Coins are very bouncy. Everything is very bouncy. To be fair, it is a bouncy game. I bet that you can't hit that thing unless you bounce off of... Well, no. No, that wouldn't make sense. I'm actually not sure what you could do with that. I don't think I can do anything with that right now. I thought it was going the way I wasn't supposed to go. And instead, I found the mosquito army. Everyone, it's the Jabbis! It's 100 Jabbi squadron! Charge! Come on, Mario. Oh, they beat up my friends. Oh, that was awful. They walked all over us. We have to regroup and try again. Maybe we're outnumbered. We may not be able to pull this off. My army did get wiped out. No, that's true. That is definitely true. I do appreciate that their hive is like it's got the whole siren thing going on. Okay, so... Wait, but there's a secret... So that there's a secret shop. Yes, the Jabbies got defeated. We don't... Wait, the Jabbies got defeated? I thought we got defeated. Okay. Alright. It's the most important thing is to be able to remember how to quickly go from one partner to the next. Yeah, I thought we got defeated. I thought so. Don't know where the secret shop is in that room. Boom. Alright. Hey, there's water running through the inside of the great tree. You don't think... Could this be how the tree carries its nutrients from roots to limb? You know, nature is just about the coolest thing ever. I'm really glad that we have her scientific curiosity and wonder, sense of wonder at the world. Everyone, it's the Jabbies! It's a 10 Jabby squadron. Let's get them. Come on, Mario. I'm trying. Wow! Yes! We did it! We defeated every last Jabby here. Now we have to destroy the Jabby Hive Fortress. That sounds like war. Oh, Sophie woke up. Why are we smashing their home? If we're friends, capable of being friends with them. Can I talk to them? Oh, Sophie girl. Sophie's here being adorable. Alright. I think we're gonna have to connect the forbidden boyfriends. And they're gonna cause peace among their people. Oh, these symbols look familiar. Sophie is being super adorable. Oh, look at that. We got a staircase and a treasure chest and an X marks the spot. That's probably nothing. That's probably nothing. Oh, blue key. Yay. Yes. With this key, we should be able to open the cell my people are locked in. Hurry! We have to free my sister and the others. This area seems to have been laid out for a special reason, don't you think? There must be something super important hidden here. Oh, this is probably how you get down to the crystal star. No? Well... I don't think I have the... I feel like I'm missing the ability to do things here. Okay, so that... She won't pick that up. Okay. I don't know, Goombella. I think I'm gonna want to come from above. There's something significant about that. Oh, I can't get up there, actually. I can't do that. Huh. Alright. I'm not quite sure what to do with that. Oh, man. And they'll never come back, and that's that. And what's gonna happen to us? And, hey, by the way, what's that thing you've been holding on to so tightly? It's a mushroom? Oh, not to be, you know, rude, but it looks all dry and wrinkly and gross. Yeah, I know. I picked it so I could give it to my brother to eat. But then I got captured and stuck in here, and after a few days it dried out. Oh, really? Great story. Anyway, don't worry so much. All my complaining aside, I'm sure Punio will return. Well, I'm glad to know that some of them have faith in me. I don't know. All right. All right. So I'm gonna need... Yeah, because I can't do this yet either, I don't think. I'm not sure what I can do. Like... Like, can I push this? Probably not. Oh, there's gonna be... Look at that. No, I am gonna push this. Hold on, hold on. Can I blow this? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I got it. I got it. What are those? I thought that that was pottery. Hey, does that count as property damage? Does that count as property damage? This is not a negative. Okay, I did that wrong, but I can do it. Yes, Weeper gets it. Yes! I did it! I did it! I did it! And now I know that that's a thing I can do. I've been doing so much of that. Mario is in debt? Oh, Mario won't be fined for that. Alright. He's a savior of the world. They're allowed a little property damage. If I've learned anything from Zelda games, it's that if you're gonna save the world, you're allowed to smash some pots in the process. Alright, I'm gonna actually go ahead and save and shut down. I know we got off to a slightly late start here. But I'm gonna go eat something and snuggle my kitten who needs to play. I know we didn't get very much accomplished and I just kind of rambled a whole bunch about stuff. Oh yes, I will drink some water too. But like I was saying pre-stream, I was talking, I've been having some health issues. So we go really tired really easily, unfortunately. But I'm doing my best. Thank you all so much for being here. We will be playing Disco Elysium on Thursday, so if that sounds like a good time, you should tune in for that. If you happen to drop by for your first ever stream here, welcome. I hope you'll stick around. We'll see you again. If you've been here before, thank you so much for returning. If you're not on our Discord, please feel free to join our Discord. We would love to have you. Other than that, I'll be live on Disco Elysium at Thursday. Words, they're hard. And yeah, hoping to have another fanfic chapter done and posted by Sunday. Maybe I'll finish some music one of these days, but we'll see what my health does. Thank you all so much. Take care of yourselves. And, I will see you lovely people another time. Good night. Bye.